As you start to build more complex solutions in Azure, being able to stand those solutions up in a repeatable manner becomes really important. And Microsoft actually provides that in a couple of different ways. If you're using version 1 of Azure, the Azure Service Management Model, you have the ability, for example, to have XML-based network configurations. So you're oftentimes spinning up virtual machines, but those virtual machines need to connect to each other and communicate via a virtual network. You may have multiple virtual networks that have connections established between them, and that can be very complex. And so in the Azure Service Management Model, you can actually configure network configurations through a file, and it's a file that has a netcfg extension. And you can actually take this and you can take your existing network and you can actually export a network configuration file. And that's going to be an XML file. All right, and then you can take that and either just have it as backup so you can easily redeploy a network, or you can modify that XML file so that you can maybe expand a network and create a different network based on that. All right, and they can be edited for an existing network. All right, the schema for the netcfg is available on MSDN. Now, that's what's available in the service management model. In the resource management model, or the ARM model as you'll hear it referred to, we actually have what are called configuration files. And configuration files are actually based on the JSON format as opposed to XML. It's a little bit of a more efficient data format. And they include not just your network configuration, but the configuration for everything. All right, and so in fact, and if you are using version 1, which is perfectly fine, then you want to be very familiar with this architecture, with this schema. However, if you're building new workloads and you can put them into your ARM, into the new version of Azure, I recommend you doing that. And we're actually going to take a look at templates. And we're not going to go deep into them in this course because that is more of an IT pro/administrator topic. But we will talk about them. And even as a developer, you want to become familiar with them. Not going to go into them now because we will hit them later. But this is an alternative for one part of that complex architecture, the network, which is available in the original or classic or service model of Azure.